Hello, guys. Day 61, 75 hard, checking in. This is a little bit blurry again because it's focusing on my mic. Oh well, that's fine. Today was a kind of an off day, still good, but just a little bit off. Battling some adversity, so that's what we're going to talk about, is just overcoming adversity, different types. So personally, some adversity I'm going through right now. I've had this... like some physical, for example, my left quad is really knotted up and kind of like damaged, like bruised deep inside, and I think it's inflamed, and it's pushing on deep down, so it's pushing on my sciatic nerve a bit. And if you've ever had sciatic nerve pain, it's like the worst fucking thing ever. I've had it a few times in my life. It really sucks. And like your sciatic nerve goes through your tailbone all the way down your leg, like through your butt, through the back of your leg, down, I think to at least your knee. So it's basically like from my knee to my hip that hurts. It's actually much, much better right now. But this morning and last night it was so bad I couldn't sleep. Doesn't matter which way I laid. It hurt and I don't take Advil. I don't like sleeping pills or anything like that. I'm pretty against that shit, to be honest. So I just had to struggle with it. Like, I just laid there in fucking pain. I actually got up at like 2 because I dozed off for a little bit, but I woke up at 2, and then I just got out of bed. I decided to foam roll, and that was excruciating. I was almost in tears. Like, it was just bad. And then just trying to dig out the muscle, because it's just, I don't know, it's just really knotted and tender. I don't know, but it's clearly having issues. So I just worked it through. It really hurt. Went back to bed, still really hurt. Woke up. I don't think I really slept, to be honest, but I woke up at 6 to do cardio. It was a little bit better than when I went to bed, I think, so that was good. But doing cardio, I mean, I had a dirty limp like every step, but you know, after a few minutes, 5 minutes of cardio, you just get used to it. You just don't even think about it. So like something like that, like a physical issue, I think most people would use that to justify, like, okay, well, I'm injured, so that's a good reason to skip cardio, because like it might make it worse. Absolutely not allowed for me. So again, I just crushed it, but I just had to battle that physical kind of issue. I went to the gym today and then did the stepper, which I do every day, and it's actually much, much better right now. Still a little tender, but I can actually, like, I'll definitely be able to sleep tonight, and I'm actually mobile. I'm not limping now, so it kind of fixed itself, which I was hoping it would do, and I thought it would do, so that's good. So that's just basic physical adversity I'm going through personally. But then there's another thing, and this might be, I don't know, this might be too much info for the average person, but I don't give a fuck. This is who I am. I'm real, I'm raw. So I'm on day 61 of no porn, no jerking off, no sex. Well, that's a lie. I did have sex the first couple weeks, never finished or anything, and then I just swore off women because I could just see where it was going, and I was like, no, this isn't me, this isn't what I want, so I cut that out. But yeah, I haven't blown my load in 2 months, so pretty full, to be honest. And anyways, so and sexual energy is the most powerful energy we have. Most people don't know that, and especially for men, like, having full balls is the pinnacle of life, and most men fucking dump their load in a sock in front of a screen every day, so, which is really, really sad and unfortunate. But and you wonder why we have a lack of masculinity in this world. I don't. I get it. So, but anyways, so like, I'm super on edge, and I just have a lot of energy, and I don't know what to do with it. And so I'm kind of like in this in-between stage, because I'm like, I mean, I'm not jerking off. I refuse to jerk off, and I don't even know if that would solve my problem, because once you get really in depth with yourself and like your sexual energy and like you as a human being, I guess, like, I need that. Like, I need a female companion. Like, that's the only way. But I also don't want the distraction. I don't want to become like reliant on that. I don't want to use that as a crutch, because I've used women as, I'm sure we've all used, we've used sex as like a crutch, like to fill voids and stuff in our life. I did it for years. Not recently, not in the last couple of years, but I did do it before, so I don't want to go down that path, and I just like don't want to bang randoms. And then so there's just a lot of like, I think that's why I was kind of confused most of the day, especially like tonight after the gym. I just like, so I'm just kind of like battling this sexual energy. I don't know what to do with it. Usually I can convert it into like productive action, like with work and stuff, but it's just becoming so much, and it's all pent up. Like, so if you're aware of like all your chakras, I think you have 7, and like one is like in your pelvic zone. I think it's your root one or whatever. It's like the most powerful one. That's where we derive a lot of energy from. So that's where all my energy is right now, and it's just, I need to like, I don't need to release it, but I need to move it around somehow, and I need to like become more in control of it, because right now it's just like built up, and I'm just so on edge. Like, it's kind of, and it scares me because like I'm already so aggressive and stuff, like with work and just everything I'm doing, and like my passion and my pursuit, like there's just nothing that can stop me. So, but the problem is that when you apply that mentality to like dealing with a human being, like other human beings, I don't want to become insensitive. I don't want to become like too, I don't want to lack empathy, stuff like that. So I'm trying to like be really considerate of others, but at the same time be considerate of myself in the position I'm in. So I'm kind of just, I don't know, kind of just like floating in between like what to say and what to do with people and situations I have to deal with, because I'm like fuck, like I don't want to lose my mind on this person. They don't deserve it. Like they're just being them, for example. Like, they're not doing anything wrong. Or like when I'm in traffic, oh my god, driving today, like I just said things that I should never have said. Thankfully no one else heard them, but I mean, I heard them and they're still wrong. But I'm just like so on edge because I just like, I'm just an animal these days, for lack of better words. So I think dealing with that is it's obviously difficult, and I don't really have a solution or a proper answer right now. So I think that's kind of just like a bit of a discovery for me. That's a little bit of a challenge to figure out what I want to do with that, how I want to navigate that. So like I like operating life with full balls. I think it's super important, especially periods of your life when you lack a lot of resources in life. It's kind of there's a lot of biology that ties into it. I don't want to get into it right now, but men are supposed to be the way I am right now. Most aren't, but they should be filled with sexual energy. They shouldn't be depleted all the time, and it causes you to be the best version of you. You're much more like, your testosterone's higher, and then you are more aggressive, and you want to provide, and you want to just win. And then females are obviously attracted to that. It's, again, biology. So they see you winning, and they want it, right? They can feel your energy, so they're drawn to it. Like, I swear, when you walk around with full balls, like, women are just they're drawn to you. They know it. They know what you're packing. They see it, they feel it. They might not be 100% aware of it or why they're attracted to you, but that is why. It's part of it. So it's the same as like when women are ovulating and then they get hit on way more. It's because men are just drawn to them too, and it's biology, right? It's actually a beautiful thing, but it's just understanding it. So, I mean, women are beautiful, but they're also a distraction, and in most situations don't serve the average person, especially if that person hasn't developed themselves. So if you are underdeveloped in every which way in your life, and then you bring women into it, they'll ruin you. You ruin yourself ultimately, but it'll just be a bad time. So I don't think I'm in that position, but I'm still trying to avoid it, and I'm just on a path of winning. I'm focused, so I don't want to really, and I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to like bring anyone into a situation that neither of us want to be in. So I think this is just a challenge that I have to figure out. Probably just do a lot of meditation and just thinking things through. Maybe writing some stuff down is probably how I would just deal with it. I don't need an actual like solid answer. I just need a base solution to go by, week by week, let's say, with maybe some pros and cons and why I think this is the right idea right now to do it. So that's physical. At the start I talked about my leg issue. That's physical adversity. This is like mental, sexual adversity, I guess. Just factors of life that you're going to go through. And I'm dealing with some like relationship adversity as well, with family and stuff. So, but those are normal human being things. So I think your life's never going to be perfect. It's not supposed to be. If your life was perfect, you probably shouldn't have woke up this morning. So I don't want it to be perfect, but I think just being aware of the challenges and the situations you have to deal with every day that are always changing too. Like as soon as for example, my leg issue seems like it's much, much better right now. I'll probably wake up tomorrow and it'll probably be like perfect, I hope. So like that part's gone, but now then I still have to deal with like the sexual energy part, and then the family shit, and then like who knows, like I might wake up tomorrow and there'll be another situation I have to deal with, or it'll be something, right? There's always adversity, and I think it's important to welcome adversity. Never run from it, don't avoid it, welcome it, right? And just be ready to tackle it and be like, okay, this is the situation right now, this is the problem. How do we dissect this? How do we fix it? And then how do we overcome this and then further prevent it from ever happening again? / if it does happen, we know what to do, and then it won't be an issue, right? We'll see it coming, and then we can just deal with it head on, and then you're good to go. So I like adversity. I think it's super important for growth. I think most people look at it wrong. I think they want easy, they want simple. Life's just not like that. You have to be willing to fight always for what you want, what you believe in, what you need, what you desire. And so overcoming adversity is just one of those things, one of many that you just have to deal with every day to be better. And I'm thankful for it. I think because once I basically fucking like this morning doing cardio, like my leg was so bunged up, like from my knee to my hip, it was just like straight, and like it didn't work. Like it physically, like getting in my car, getting out of bed was a nightmare. And it's so like but you did it, I did it anyways. And then like being able to do cardio when you can barely fucking walk, as soon as my leg's healthy again, it's like, oh, okay, this is actually way easier now, because I know what it's like to do this when your fucking leg doesn't work. So like now that I have 2 healthy legs, it's like, this is gravy, man. So adversity just helps you push the envelope. And then I call them test days. Andy Frisella calls them test days too. But there's just days that you have where it's literally just a test, right? So like, to be honest, I don't really have test days anymore, and I think 75 Hard fixes that, like, because I'm just so focused on what I need to do, and like there's literally a zero option mentality behind it. So it's like for example, you wake up and there's days where like you don't want to go to the gym. That's called a test day, or you can think of all these reasons why, I went out, I went to the gym 4 times this week, I'm pretty tired now, like I could skip today. That's a test day. I don't have those because I don't even give my mind a chance to even think about why I shouldn't do it. I'm already doing it. So I don't really have test days, but I do have daily adversity to overcome, so which we all do. So embrace it, guys. Tackle adversity head on. Acknowledge it. Own it. It's there. It's real. It's your problem. Deal with it. and just deal with it in the best way that you think is possible. It's not there's usually not a right or wrong answer. There's just what you think is right at the time. You might look back and be like, fuck, I probably could have handled that better, but it is what it is. You have to just deal with shit as it comes. You know, you can't be sitting on the fence for 6 months debating something. You have to just deal with it. So it got dealt to you today, so just deal with it today. So don't put shit off. Just handle it as you see fit.